Hello folks, I am the old sergeant. To start with, Wikipedia has a very good summary of Gonzalo Lira, so I will start with that.
Biography. Gonzalo Lira, a reporter, was born in Burbank, California, on the 29th of February 1969. As soon as Russia started its invasion of Ukraine, Gonzalo Lira started sharing his views and ideas on the current crisis in a series of YouTube videos, Telegram, and Twitter posts. He asserted that throughout his analysis, he was trying to be as neutral and factually accurate as possible without taking sides. Gonzalo Ángel Quintilio Lira Lopez, also known by the pseudonym Coach Red Pill, was a Chilean-American novelist, film director and YouTuber who lived in Ukraine. He disappeared on April 15, 2022 during the Russian invasion of Ukraine, and his current whereabouts are unknown. Lira was born to Chilean-American parents in Burbank, California on February 29, 1968. He grew up in San Fernando Valley, New York, Miami, and also in Guayaquil, Ecuador. He graduated at Dartmouth College in 1995, with a degree in history and philosophy. In 1997, he published the book Toma Iražuri. After settling in Manhattan in 1998, Lira wrote, produced and directed a short comedy film, So Kinky. In 2002 he wrote the book Acrobat, which was made into a movie by Miramax. The same year, he returned to Chile and began producing and writing in Spanish. In 2006, Lira co-wrote, produced and directed Catalina's Kidnapping, in Chile known as Secuestro. He was one of the developers of the video game Soldier of Fortune. Between 2010 and 2012, Lira published economic analysis on his blog and made a forecast about the hyperinflation that threatened the US dollar. He lived for a while in London, before moving to Kharkiv, Ukraine. In 2017, Lira was active on social networks, especially YouTube, under the name Coach Red Pill, CRP. 4 years later, he deleted most of his CRP content and started posting under his legal name. Russian invasion of Ukraine. During the beginning of the Russian invasion of Ukraine in February 2022, he was in the Ukrainian capital Kyiv, where he expressed his assessment of what was happening on his YouTube channel from a pro-Russian perspective. In particular, he stated that although Ukraine may win the propaganda war, Russia wins the real war by capturing territory. Already 15% of the territory of Ukraine is under the control of the Russian army. This video was shown cropped on Channel 1 Russia without Lira's authorization, which led to him being expelled from the hotel in Kyiv where he was staying. Gonzalo wanted to return to Kharkiv with his family, which he achieved after the incident. Lira has been critical of the government of Volodymyr Zelensky and the oligarch Ihor Kolomoisky. On April 17, 2022, George Galloway, former British MP, announced on his television program Moats that an interview with Gonzalo Lira scheduled for that edition could not be carried out due to his alleged disappearance in Ukraine. Friends and relatives of Lira confirmed that they had lost contact with him since 15 April, a disappearance confirmed by the Chilean Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Later, Scott Ritter, a former UN intelligence officer, reported, Gonzo Lira, a Chilean social media influencer who resided in Kharkiv, Ukraine, and who published content critical of the Ukrainian government, was kidnapped, tortured, and murdered by the Kraken unit, part of the Azov battalion affiliated with the Ukrainian Security Service, SBU. Ritter's report was shocking as I had just watched a video with Lira and him discussing the war. I have watched Coach Red Pill's videos over the years and have enjoyed them. They ranged from dating advice to philosophy. I watched carefully his presentation and wish I could do as well. Sadly, those videos are no longer available to watch as YouTube went after him for content they didn't like, so he took them down. I would disagree he was pro-Russian, as he didn't care for them either. Lira loved the Ukrainian people and culture. He has said to men that if you want to find a good woman, come to Ukraine. He was very anti-Ukrainian government, though before the war he didn't say anything out of politeness to his host country. Being openly and on social media critical of the Ukrainian government while in Ukraine during an invasion would come under the term martyrdom. He was worldly wise enough to know that reporting against the government and military propaganda would put him at the top of the list to be taken out. He continued to report anyway. There are reports from Lira himself and others that the Daily Beast reporter, transsexual Sarah Ashton Cirillo, formerly Michael John Cirillo, a leftist that disliked Lira, reported him to the Ukrainian authorities, gave his location and called him a Russian spy and saboteur. On a later video she was gloating about what she had done. She currently has a Ukrainian press pass. Gonzalo Lira is a well-known YouTuber and was liked and respected by hundreds of thousands of subscribers and fellow YouTubers. We are hoping the reports of his execution are wrong and he will surface safe and sound soon. Perhaps we can get YouTube to restore his Coach Red Pill videos so that many years of work is not lost. I will post links to Lira's YouTube and Twitter accounts in the comments section. I am the old sergeant. Stay informed, prepared, prayerful, thankful, and as always, stay vigilant.